from audit to implementation, training, and beyond. Centre for Accessibility Australia is a disability-led organisation dedicated to digital access. We provide web and app auditing services, consultancy, and advocacy while prioritising digital accessibility as a foundation of inclusive practice. One service we specialise in is conducting comprehensive digital accessibility audits, ensuring compliance with the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines and promoting inclusive online experiences. Through the generous funding provided by the Department of Communities WA, we were able to provide web accessibility audits to not-for-profit organisations, such as People with Disabilities WA. We heard from Vanessa Jessett about her experiences.
For our organisation, we cover so many different disabilities, and so accessibility in all those different areas is really important, and the audit process was actually, we were very impressed by it. Having the audit done and making sure our website was accessible, it just gave us that extra level of knowing that we're just doing that little bit more to make sure people with disability are safe. Oh, we love the Department of Communities because they also fund us. So look, I think the funding has been really important. By having that grant funding and allowing you guys to do that for us was a fantastic thing.
Ensuring the accessibility of Ability Heroes online directory is crucial, as it provides essential resources for people with disability. We heard from Joseph Huber.
I think what Centre for Accessibility is doing, they're leading the way. Their experience working with the centre was great. Very honest people, very down to earth, people that actually have experience. You don't have to tell them what is required or why it's required. We're immediately on the same page. It's empathy that we produce something that people can actually take away that benefits not only people with disability but all abilities.
Valued Lives is a peer-led support organisation that helps and advocates for people and families with disability to be active in their community. We spoke with CEO Jane Ford.
Valued Lives, as you well know, is a disability capacity building organisation. To celebrate our 10th birthday, we wanted to have a bit of a refresh in relation to our website and our look, and that's when we began reaching out to you guys and forming a bit of a relationship. So helpful in terms of providing input in terms of that whole sort of conversation around what we wanted to do. The fact that you guys got a Department of Communities grant meant that to request and participate in an audit was no cost to us. Organisations like us that have the motivation, then there's some financial barriers. So the fact that the Department of Communities funded you guys reduced that barrier.
Centre for Accessibility Australia, in partnership with the Department of Communities WA, has worked together with the University of the Sunshine Coast to create 7 key online modules for understanding digital access, providing online training and education for people across all parts of Western Australia, including places our regional workshop couldn't reach. We spoke with course coordinator Dr. Toby Gifford.
So the course is really about understanding how we can design digital communications, so websites, documents. It is related to accessibility, but a slightly more broader view, but any sorts of communications and just business infrastructure in general to be as inclusive of as many kinds of people as we can.
Through the grant funding, we were able to bring our audit to implementation workshop across Western Australia and also back home at the City of Perth Library, giving an opportunity for people to learn more about best digital access practices, understanding assistive technologies, and what the future holds for digital accessibility. Here are what some of our attendees had to say.
A big part of my job is ensuring that all of our digital services are accessible and inclusive, so just sort of wanting to get an idea of sort of how these technologies work for our people, our members who will use them so that we can better make our websites work for them.
I'm here because I don't really know much about digital accessibility, and the current job that I'm working, we work with like a range of people with all different abilities, and I feel like this would be really beneficial moving forward, knowing how to cater for that.
Centre for Accessibility Australia offers thanks to the Western Australian Government Department of Communities for supporting our initiative. This support enables us to help local not-for-profit organisations improve the accessibility of their websites and to allow us to provide digital access workshops in Perth and across WA, advancing digital inclusion and accessibility for all Western Australians. With thanks to participants, in order of appearance, Vanessa Jessett, Joseph Huber, Jane Ford, Dr. Toby Gifford, Alex Graham Wright, Emily Elliott. Centre for Accessibility Australia. accessibility.org.au. Supported by Government of Western Australia, Department of Communities.